Hello everyone. Ten best editors. Could you do that or not? Yes, if any questions you can say to me. And say how is your day going and let's start. Filmero? I didn't know about that. Okay, probably another program like this, right? And please say me is my voice coming okay or not? Okay, really cool. Okay, my pretty boy face reveal. Yes, thank you. Hello there, I'm back after 6 days. Yes, in 2 days I'm not doing stream and probably 2 or 2 days. I'm so close to 100 subs. Really cool, that's the hardest part. How are you, Rishabh? Yeah, I'm remembering your name. Please say me is my voice okay or not? If not, please say that to me. Okay, and if anyone wants to play, ask me about that and we'll play. Okay? And don't forget to subscribe to Best Editor's channel. Okay, see, I'm 500. I didn't play so much cool in these streams, that's why probably. I was 60 subs to 7 to 12 subs in a week. Really great. Just 1 or 2 followers in every day is great. If that's with such a tempo, you will gain about 1,000 subscribers very fast. Yes, thank you for that, Rishabh. Won't be able to watch today. Started teaching few kids maybe tomorrow. Okay, no problem. Chessboard not in the middle? Really? Let's see that. Started teaching few kids. Okay, let's do that. Why is this a little bit lagging? I do 3 shorts a day. I believe 3 shorts is the but because there can be some problem about algorithm. I think two shorts are perfect. Just I upload so much shorts, and I started with shorts. Now I'm not doing so much, but I have some experience about that, you know. Okay, let's go Nightpack. I think my screen is okay. You can see me right, and the whole screen in this chess.com. Okay, how can I bring the bishop? Just on g7, right? Yes, that should be okay now. Everything good in our stream, right? Okay, what's happening? Now it's okay, but little bit bottom part is begin cut. Okay, I see. Let's fix that and continue. Now this should be okay. If there is any problem, say about that to me. That should be nice. Okay, let's continue. If any problem, say me about that. Okay, bring queen is b6 and then what can I try there? Okay, let's wait my opponent. Knight a4 was a little bit unexpected, but anyway. Bishop back, right? Please don't say I trapped my queen. Bottom is okay now, a little bit right is cut off. Really? Let's see that. I blundered my queen. Okay. You are right, absolutely. This should be okay. Let's reveal before GTA 6. Yes, really. I wanted this very much time, but only now I have camera. And all my streams will be like this. A4, D4. D4, C3 is a move that I can play, and a little bit low rated players are going to trick like that. Okay, this should be okay, right? Yes, perfect. Like our stream. Let's bring the bishop and try to castle. I mean, no, we can't. I can even take and play d4 or not. Not because d4 is actually pressured very much there. What should I play? I would like to bring the knight and then c3 d4 because somehow I can't castle. No bishop is protecting, but if I castle that should be great. Okay, we don't need to get trades and being down tempo. So c3 d4 is coming. You look like Gerto checkmate. I don't know him. But anyway, I will know him. We can see your clock, but it shouldn't be a problem you can fix tomorrow. My clock? I am always in a time pressure. Do you want to see that for sure? Okay, I'm gonna fix that right tomorrow because I can do it now. I believe that should be last one that we are doing. Check here. What you can say now? Just I don't know why it's happened like that. I thought everything should be okay. Okay, let's trade even long castle can happen. You got a camera, nice. Yes, bro, I have this. How is this? You can check Pietro checkmate if you want. He's a good chess player. Okay, I will see him. But now I'm in trouble. I I don't say that's perfect. Little bit on right. This should be perfect, right? But we can't say perfect about our game. Okay, now we are playing with all our forces because I believe in stream that's pretty cool. You're looking good. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Okay, now we are starting to play normal chess games, and my stream, I believe, is okay. It's looking, or I need to bring a little bit right, because anyway, we are going to wait our opponent there. Okay, that's perfect now. And there is some update on chess.com. If you can see, there is something new there. Have to go by just stay to fix your stream. Thank you, bro, very much. I think that's fixed. See you tomorrow in same hour. I'm going to make a stream there. Go to study. Goodbye, bro. See you in my next stream. You all are leaving me. Goodbye. E4 and Vienna Gambit. I would like to play that, but anyway, I like this F4 pawn push. Yes, take and bring our pieces. Korean skeleton. Hello, bro. How are you? See you soon. Okay, Thunder Sketcher. Probably 2 hours I'm here. If you have enough time, you can join. I'm gonna castle and probably d4. d4 now. Okay, c3 and d4 looks better to not lose a pawn. But actually, because my king is still safe, I don't like to give center to him. Actually, d4. He can castle log and also pressure this d file with the rook. I think I can get out from here. Can we play a blitz game? Yes, bro, we can. After this, I'm gonna play with you. Pawn takes, and now c3 is where I'm going to jump with my knight. Doing great, man. How are your chess games doing? Going. That first two games was very bad because I tried to check something in my OBS studio. It's first we needed to see that live is great, and then games. Probably now that's okay, I believe. We are trying to get some high rating here. I'm gonna say we are gonna try to return that. About 500 rating. I will say more than that we lost in Blitz. Very bad, yes? Okay, we are down a pawn, but you know we have very cool position. His king isn't safe enough, and I have very much attack also my knight from e5, and I'm gonna bring another knight on p5. And probably queen c4, and you know c7 and a7 will be pressured all this time. Let's see, probably because this c file is open, we can bring the rooks. Let's see, but also I'm trying to forget queen e6 is only move. So that will defend c4 from my queen jump and so on. I didn't expect this move because can I mate into him if somehow he protects this a7? Okay, king b8 is a really great move because actually it's defending b8 and bringing his king safety a little bit. Let's overpressure, and we are having enough tempo to bring the rooks there. I have a little sister taught her how to play chess yesterday and let her watch a little bottom chess, and she first stalemate with me. Really? You are gonna lose, right? Because he stalemated. Your position was losing, right? Probably she teached well. When you are teaching, also you are learning. Really cool. I could even take his rook with this fork, but I'm trying to do some, some attacks in his position because every time I can do this. The problem that he can't take the knight. His king will be middle, but there should be some pieces straight, but can I mate him here? I'm not trying to take the rook or some exchange there. What should I play? Queen check, e4 is over defended, but no, king a8, queen bring, and I think that should be winning after some moves. Because our pieces are overpressuring this, and what he's doing his pieces. Probably he has a really great attack on the center, which now I said will protect this diagonal from attacking, for example. And but anyway, I'm gonna say his position is terrible because his king is open and his b6 is bringing so much weakness on his position because some open squares there. I can check sack the knight, and you know that should be rook against two pieces, but he can't return this c5. Choice is him. Okay, we are taking with a check. Let's do that. And what he did? Bishop d3, yes, that was defended from the rook, but rook takes with a check. That was probably time pressure. Okay, let's take. Everything is defended. We have this open attack. I am doing some sort of mate here. Knight b5. Not sure. So my knight is on d8 is hang, so you can take that, and then the bishop. Actually, the other knight was hang. No problem. Բարև Հայկ ջան, ինչ կաղ բերվոնցես? Okay, let's check king e8 and rook c8 will be made. Yes, that was forced checkmate, and I was sure that I'm gonna win this game before I'm gonna say 10 moves ago. His position was ruined there. Set next videos. I'm waiting for your challenge. Եկուց մրցում է։ Համալատեց քեզ հաղթանակ 9 տուրով, հա։ Okay, let's start new game, and who wants to play? Send me challenge. Also friend request if you want. We'll play on chess.com. Okay, now we are bringing Sicilian French attack, and let's see what we'll get here. So really cool opening. You are bringing all your pawns on the center, and actually in the future some other pieces. Not knight f6 because e5 he will force my knight to bring it back. If not, on d5 I will destroy my pawn structure. But slowly I'm trying to go d5. And even bishop on g7 will do great job. Yes, a5 and d4 the central squares that I need to protect. Probably in the future jump with my knight and so on. d5 I will open this e file, so that should be a little bit risky. That's why I'm going to castle first, bring the rook, or not bring the rook. We will see. And have this e-file. Not let him bring the rook and, you know, some squares there that he can jump and make some advantage. You need to pressure opponent, not give him advantage. Knight here, take. I will kick the knight, probably forward, but from forward I will kick it back, and if not forward, back right away. But you know, the thing is that my pawns should be a double here. But d5 is a move that absolutely I need to do. What should I do if not that? Probably f5 after castle and bring some other pieces activity, for example f5, and we are closing these white squares for him. I am closing these white squares for me, so I need actually to think about my bishop to bring this in open diagonal, probably from p7. Hello, I see bear. How are you, bro? If you want, I can play next one with you. Okay, but I'm gonna have this trade and actually a5 to kick the bishop back. I couldn't because a5 was also defended from the knight. What if d5 or... don't know. Congratulations, our new mic and camera. Yes, bro, thank you. Okay, now I can kick the knight because, you know, bishop was protecting c7, he could jump there, so I kicked the bishop back and actually I have really great pawn structure. I'm good, thank you, bro. Then probably d6 to protect a5 because somehow I can go, for example, f5. Okay, now that's pinned, not now, but f5, that's where it looks like Indian game. I will have really great position. And actually good center. If you have good centers, automatically your position is getting very good. Okay, his bishop isn't doing anything that can't jump one of that squares. And that's closed from this diagonal. If I bring more power and if I realize I need to take the bishop to open his king side or even f-file, I will do that. What if d5? Because how I said his bishop is hurt from my side, but what if I deactivate another bishop from b3? I don't know. Okay, let's bring the queen and probably knight back bishop g4. Okay, and if it's not, f3 will happen. If it's not just have really great diagonal, probably h3 somehow if he wants to prevent it from that backrack checkmate. h5, h4 is the idea that I can do. What should he get from here? Okay, I'm sacrificing this pawn, but am I gonna trap his bishop? Pawn takes, my pawn wasn't won't defend this square on f4, but you know, queen is hurting that, which is really cool. h4 is coming, what should you play? If h3, f3 I will take and then a pawn, because in that position only one pawn would defend that. Okay, he can actually get some pawns there. Because his bishop, how I said, was doing a really bad job. Gotham Rosman, hello bro. Do you want to play? I wish I play with Gotham Chess, but anyway, probably from with you, that's will be really cool actually. Is your elo looks like Gotham Elo or not? Okay, I can sack the knight or not. Probably b5 and b5 bishop d5. What about that? I would like to bring the bishop, but his bishop can jump. Okay, not d5 please, but I believe that should be okay. It's me Masazarsati. It's a little bit hard name. Hello bro. Okay, I can pin this, but I'm a little bit afraid from b7 somehow. Just play with the fun. Between I play like 1500, but my elo is just 200. Okay, bro, find me on chess.com and we will play. 1500. Really cool rated. You play just more than 1300 rating is cool. And I will say first blunder from my opponent. Probably he thought I'm gonna take with the rook and my rook on 8 will be unprotected. But you know, bishop takes to open the rook there. I'm wondering some sort of sacrifice is there. He isn't doing anything and let's take, because if I sack the knight, queen check, king g1 and bishop d4 somehow. Okay, now that's protected, but I would like to kick the queen and No, that should be almost mate, I believe. Between I am a person, you know. That's probably should be your second account, right? Marikiom Martinez Gonzalez. Hello, bro. Okay, how you see my opponent sacrifice the queen for no reason? How you know me, Gotham Rosman? I subbed. Thank you, bro. For that we can play if you want. Okay, bishop take. And how can I mate here? I'm wondering some sort of mate here. Probably we need to see his weakness. His weakness on g2. Okay, let's attack it because we can bring literally all our pieces there. Okay, I thought he's gonna defend bishop h3 and mate after 2 moves, but anyway, we have what we have, right? Okay, I see Bear, I'm waiting for your challenge. Let's play and see. Okay, Gotham. Find me on chess.com first, send me a friend request, and for sure we will play. 15 plus 10, a little bit more how I expected, but I believe we should finish early, that it seems. We will play. Yes, bro, for sure we'll play. And actually I see Bear's picture is like Gotham Chess, right? All of you are Gotham Chess fans, which is really cool. I don't know, you can see that or not. Is he gonna trap his knight? I believe f5 only move that will defend, or even d5. Because if I take with en passant, he can take with the knight. f5 and d5 is only moves that you want to lose the knight, but I will say already his position isn't that much good. Okay, the knight. How can I say? Rook Rook f1 because I like to play Varna Gambit, which is actually opening this diagonal for my rook. And queen jump, bishop jumps very much that I can do in his position. I believe f7 is the weakest spot for the king if even that's not castled. Here I'm gonna say that's h7, but from h7 that should be a little bit hard for create some attacks, that's why I'm trying to pressure this f7 first. Okay. King back first and knight g5. Or even knight g5, e6. If he takes, I should be down a pawn, but my position should be greater. Just I'm trying to have that. Because if he loses f7 pawn, just another pawn structure will be very bad, so I believe I can sacrifice the bishop on g6 to open the diagonal. Now I can for sure, but in the future I will wonder that. And I would like to bring the knight, but somehow that's a little bit unclear how. How can I bring more attackers on it? I don't know, c4 just I will open this diagonal for him, which I don't like. Okay, knight b3, I believe on c5 that should be great, or b6, I don't know, probably we need to keep our knight on b3 and then, because somehow I can't use my knight, I will bring on b3 and that will hit rate central squares, but anyway, I would like to bring the rook and, you know, actually the bishop, but he traded. Now I'm gonna say dark squares are a little bit weak there. Okay, pawn sacrifice for no reason. Rook sacrifice for no reason. Okay. e6 is under attack and I'm gonna bring the knight. The knight because if he protects e6 somehow, for example rook 8, I will bring and fork his sponsor. Me next, please. I see, Bear, am I not playing with you? But whom I'm playing? Okay, next one with you. It was me. You were Mazasarati. But I believe your Chess.com username was Mazasarati, right? Okay, that's going very tricky. Okay, I'm gonna bring the rook. I'm up rook. I can't even trade on f8 after rook f1, but okay. Sacrificing two rooks, and the other one was coming with checkmate idea. Yeah, it's me, Masazarati. Where are you from? Your name is just... I didn't listen that name. Hey bro, with Basecamp, wow. Yes bro, thank you. Everyone follow Bajas Khan, he's actually just streamer and really good streams. How is your streams going, bro? Okay, I can't understand this opening, but anyway, let's try to trick him somehow and bring our all pieces on the center. If I check... Did you see England vs Argentina? A little bit, just that was crazy. England was winning 1-0 and they lose 2-1. Yes, that was crazy match, and I will say more accurate. Well, I'm gonna castle and bring the knight. Okay, he needed to activate his pieces, not just some pawn push, which is actually weaken his king side. A6, I don't want to lose the move. If he takes, we will trade it. I see, Per, what was your username on chess.com? E4? E4 or not? I believe not, because I can take with pawn on d5. My queen would be hanged there. Yes, if he takes, he will destroy my pawn structure a little bit, but I don't know, probably I can even take the 33 at that time, sorry. Messi Cup. Where are you from? From Argentina or not? I think you're Argentina's fan, right? Well, it didn't take my queen back, I don't know why. Rook just hitting the queen there. Okay, queen d4, knight g4, and I believe because this was dark squares, he's gonna lose because they are very weak. King f3, I will bring the bishop, king back, I will bring the knight. And from d1 will be checkmate, so I protected f2, right? I can't understand this move later, but anyway. Hello everyone. Hello chat. Yeah, finally face reveal between yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to you one more time, bro. I couldn't stream yesterday. You know the reason. I can gain XP? Really? I forgot how can I do that. So you can gain XP there. But how you are gaining? Why sorry? Okay, no, that's really cool. Let's see can I win this or not. Hmm. Hello, Brilliant. Kenan, I mean. Okay, I see better. I'm waiting for your challenge. Please send me Blitz game, but Giant AI chess. Please send me blitz. E4. Messi Cup is actually playing great. He won me 9 times. Okay, let's play our Vienna Gambit there. Yes, I know. My queen was there. Takes and don't need to worry about f4. I could actually just get some trades there. Yes, I believe I could take that, but take on f4 will be a little bit, aggressive from me. I need only 2 moves for that castle, so I'm gonna bring the bishop out on d2 or d5. If b5 a6, he will force me to take. Am I needed, or bishop e2 will be a little bit defensive? I was playing the Danish opening. Yes, Danish trick, I mean. You didn't see your queen hanging. I was looking another thing, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna castle it. And now the difference, I can take this pawn on e5, right? Yes, because my queen isn't pinned there. How's your day went, Kenan? Tell me about your birthday. I am first. Um, First one, or I will say fifth or sixth. Okay, but I will count you as first. D4 to protect all my pawn structure and bring bishop back. Yes. Okay, Kenan, we are waiting you. How's your day went? Are you happy about your birthday or not? Takes. Okay, I'm gonna losing this pawn slowly, but I'm happy to see this f file is open. Ah, you are first playing. If playing right. I thought you were saying first we ever. Okay, next one with you. f7 now is hang. You can defend with many ways. Actually, f6 will be probably the best one. Okay, but f6 I can check and take b7, so now it's not. With the rook defend. Queen b3. Yes, and actually I'm defending. This pawn on b2, a4 is hang, but e4 is hang if rook e1. Queen h5 I believe will be only move, or I missed one more time. If he takes, I will get back like checkmate, right? I thought my queen is defending. Very bad. What should I play? Why am so bad today? Probably because I didn't play 2 days about. Fiera, please send me a blitz game, right? 3 plus 2 or 5 minutes should be okay. Yes. I thought my queen was defending that. Let's play a rematch with him and then with you, right, Kenan? C4 actually could play it from him. Knight C6. Okay, probably bishop d7 could be a little bit good. Okay, let's defend actually queen b6, just some open checks here. Yeah, knight takes. He needs to take the bishop first and then the knight to not lose that bishop. Bishop d6 is coming and c file is open. I don't run, I am happy. with that, but I will play if you want. Yes, I want will play. Let's trick him. If he takes the knight, bishop c5 is coming, and that should be pin, and that's it. That's pinned, and I believe somehow we can make some progress there. Yes, everything is defended. Actually, I'm gonna win this, right? But what we have two rooks, and I have a queen against his two pieces, which I won't say that's clearly winning for me. His position is going open, and his two pieces should be greater. Queen on h4, right? Hello, Lemon Minecraft. How are you, bro? It seems I didn't see you this and last year too. Are you improving your chess? h3 is a move or not? Okay, we can go f5 and idea to bring the rook on g6. Just that the time h3 will be hanged, but actually queen g3. Queen g3 to kick the knight back, and everything could be okay there. Really a great idea was to kick the queen back and bring the knight back, because queen g3 will pressure this h3 that time. And now I believe I can bring the rook or bishop c5. Bishop c5, he will lose the knight, and that should be just trade and bad trade for him, I'm gonna say. He's defending the knight, so bishop c5 will be moved ambiguously. Rook f6 and g6 can be idea, but rook f6, bishop 4. First, there is so many people saying to my stream. I don't know. I don't know, but probably you are the first. Why not? You wrote so much because that's why, probably, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, now nothing is hanged, but I don't know, queen d5 because I followed the tap on the knight, and actually the pawn on g2 could be really great idea, but you don't need to bring your pieces on that open on these discovered checks there. Let's play h6, because if somehow I bring my rook on his side, who needs to protect his a-flank from back checkmate, or if it's not just king f7, another rook check, I will first bring my king on that. I will say about center. Queen c6, I'm threatening mate, and c2 should be hang. Okay, Kenan, next one with you, prepare. Okay, let's take c2. But I would like to kick the knight from f5 to mate him. How can I? Probably rook e8 and e5? Still, that's the idea. Okay, also his rooks are doing a great job, so I'm gonna check and take the pawn on a2. Okay, I thought rook d1. Okay, my position is great. Even I can push that pawn forward, because in every move, literally, I'm gonna attack on his piece and force him to defend, which I will say this pawn is gonna be fast, because he's defending really cool there. e5 and e4, and probably f4, f3. I'm trying to mate him. If it's not, I don't know. Rook e3, f4. Okay, that was protected, right? How can he defend his rook on that diagonal? Because actually defending g2 very well. I believe queen f1. Just, I believe rook on d5 should be to not lose that. And I will attack the knight and actually this pawn on g2. Between, please make me stream longer for me. Okay, I started not very long time, so okay, I will keep stream long. About, I think 1 hour is okay, right? At least. He blundered this mate, but you know his position wasn't so much good there. Okay, thank you, ICBR, and let's wait. Kenan, like brilliant. Yesterday was his birthday, so that's gift to him, right? Okay, Kenan, I'm waiting. Okay, let's see. GG, bro. Thank you for game. Yesterday was Brilliantor's birthday, so I chose to play with him first, and we will see. We will play after this game if you want. Knight d7 and c5, e5. I'm not sure. What should I play there? e5 takes. Okay, that should be a nice idea also to open this d file. Take with a pawn or with the knight? Wanna play with me? I can actually defeat you. Okay, try that. Yes, you can for sure. Find me on chess.com, send me friend request, and we will play, okay? If there is any problem, say me about that. For example, if you don't find me and so on. Okay, let's castle. Queen e7, c5, or pawn or knight. No, that's I'm trying to bring my pieces in the center. d6 and bring the bishop. Because you know my knight is doing really good job there, c5 is defended. That's the least thing I would like to see defended, but e5 is defended and the knight is guarded so much pieces. So if he somehow tries to bring the knight on h4 or back, I don't know, to bring the queen, I'm sure can't be any problem about that. Okay, we can probably take the bishop on d3 because on bishop isn't doing anything on the d3, just it looks like a huge pawn which is defending this pawn on e4. But on c4 that should be really great, just hit this diagonal. Okay, that was unprotected. What if I take? I believe I can. I can't take with a bishop because he will lose the queen. Did you also see France vs Spain? France vs Spain. No, I didn't. I don't like football so much. Mine is arm wrestling. Okay, he can't take with a bishop, and may you think that I have two defenders. He has three, but no, bishop takes can't happen. And knight takes, he has to bring his queen back, and no, that should be great. Queen d6 or probably d4 because after queen escapes f2 will be under attack and actually the knight on e5. Queen d4 will be crazy move. I don't know working or not, just knight g4. You can protect with knight g4 actually the knight and f2. Yes, I'm wrestling. I am professional arm wrestler. Okay, I'm jogging not very much like Devon Larratt, but close to be. Okay, what should I play now? f5? It's a little bit aggressive and even a bishop jump. I don't know, but I like this move I'm gonna play because I don't like to see my knight in bank rank somehow. And because I'm protecting with two pieces, but he's attacking with three. But you know my bishop and my pawn should be great in this center. Takes, and even I can take with a pawn to open my rook. If not, bishop take will be a little bit simpler. Queen on e7, right? You know what's the idea. Takes, and his knight should be under attack and his queen should be under attack. If queen f6, just he can take and bait the queen switch. I don't get anything there. That was the difference. Okay, slowly I can get some positional advantage, for example, rook d8 on that d file. But you know, bishop is really good closing text diagonal for me, actually for him, but anyway, let's see. How can we continue this attack? If check, yes, probably he missed this check. If not, queen or rook e3, probably I'm gonna win this or not. I'm scared. Don't need to be scared, bro. Everything is okay, and I'm gonna mate here. I'm gonna mate with queen sacrifice. Let's give him some extra seconds. So we'll see that mate. That's really cool because king g1, knight h3, king f1 I will mate. If king back on h1 I will sack the queen and knight f2 mate. Oh, why you resigned? I was trying to take a win like that. Masa Zarate, please send me blitz game. Tour players, did you send me challenge or not? Tour programming, okay, bro. 1600 isn't that much, but like, let's don't forget I reached 2200. But anyway, he should be a really good chess player, and I'm gonna say with up to 1500, they have really good chess understanding. And probably they need some practice. I think I improved myself, but still can't defeat you. You improved because you just did only one mistake. And that mistake was crazy, and you need some experience to see that move. Okay, bro, you will improve your chess, don't worry. Okay, I would like to take and like this, but f4. Then how can I get out from this? If he takes, no problem. So I can't take with the knight. What if I take with the bishop? Bishop takes, pawn takes. He will kick my knight, but if he wants to defend, knight f3 won't happen. Okay, that happened, but I'm gonna say, you know, f4 should be probably best one, and then f5. What if f6? That's a little bit sad I can't attack on this pawn. If I attack one more time, I believe I will take that. Okay, let's bring my queen on c7. I don't believe I can take this for sure, but let's try. That central pawn which I would like to be up. 6 moves. That's great. For 6 moves, that's great rating, really. Okay, how I said he's losing his pawn here. Or I'm gonna lose a figure. Okay, I'm happy to see he couldn't pin that, because some move like f4 he would pin that for sure. Okay, not a pawn. h5 is coming. Okay, I need to defend my king side or attack on queen side, but what I need to choose. I have a question. What AMT of time delay is GN live stream? What MAT and GN? I don't know. That is not depend from me. That's about YouTube. If I take, you can bring his rooks there. Okay, that's, I don't like this move so much. That's only opening the rook side. Anyway. Okay, there is no time increment. We need to be sure we are not gonna lose on time. And then before his coming, bring the rook. I think we can handle this kingside attack there. Okay, queen g7 also defending this kingside. I mean how much seconds delay? Probably 20 seconds. Before. Okay, if it takes with the rook, that's not hh, so I would have enough time to... What's doing? Probably c4. Okay, let's sacrifice the queen. Not sacrifice, that's trade. I'm gonna bring my rook on h8. Okay, we have only 10 seconds. Okay, g6 passing. If I can bring my rook on h8, probably backrake checkmate can happen there. But I'm not sure. At your Bitcoin, let's play a tricky game again. I have new variant. Okay, bro, we'll play. After this, let's see, can I take a win from here? Or not, and then... Can I mate here somehow? My rook was hung. Let's check. He can't even suck the queen and win on time. Because my time is so bad. I missed, I could even check with the bishop there. Because g8 he can make a new queen anyway. I don't know, what should I play? I thought there's +2 in every move. That should be great game if that time weren't like this, because you know I have two rooks against his queen. I'm not sure this position was winning for him or not, but anyway, we can't even send him rematch. Okay, bro, you played perfect. I would like to send you a rematch, and I can't believe I actually defeated. Yes, you did that. If you want, we can play a rematch. I sent you. And actually, I thought there's +2 in every move. That's why I spent so much time. You just spent 1 and I 3. Okay, let's play with better, bro. I need to go. I need to go out. Okay, bro, we will see each other. Right? But 3+2. You played great. Really attacking plans you did in my position. I see, Bear. I accepted your challenge. Okay, I see Bear isn't here. Is there anyone who wants to play? Let's try to send him rematch. Okay, yeah, I have subscribed. I will come in the next stream. Okay, in same time, next stream will be, I will say about 23 hours. And always I'm doing same time the stream. And actually, thank you for subscribe. Let's print knight f6. The difference, knight f6 not right now, because you can take and e5, kick the knight back, and there is no good square that I can jump. d5 I will have that weak pawn. Can I say g8 should be only move that? No, that's backhand move, I will lose the tempo. Why I need to play that? Bishop d2, I would like to play in this position bishop d2, because his pawn structure will be very weak, like 2 double and 1 isolated pawn. Knight back isn't the best choice, but that's blocking bishop way, and not sure bringing the knight from the center isn't that much good idea, I mean. Okay, queen b6 is a really great move, because now he can castle that dark squares are defended from me. and in queenside he needs to bring so much pieces activity to castle. I came back. Okay, Kenan, I'm happy you came back. We can play if you want after this. Okay, your variant, yes? Yes, we'll play your variant. But please, I don't want to be down 25 or 13 points. Okay, takes, I'm gonna take with a pawn that should be isolated, but I will open this e5 for Maruk. He's trying to kick my queen from his diagonal, probably wonders some castle ideas there. The queen on e5. Yes, the knight was under attack. Now that's not actually defending the knight. What should I play? What if h5 and f4? Just the idea, even f5. Or let's take to be upper counter. Okay, how I said that was a little bit tricky there. Even the rook e1 can be played, which I missed. Just to create this pin, but knight c3 I could do. And our both queens will be under attack, or I will lose a figure. Not sure. Knight on. Defend the knight, I think d5. Let's see, he hasn't any attack like knight c3. Queen f3, but I'm sure that wasn't be pinned there. f5 can't be played if he brings much attacker on it. I don't like to bring my knight back. I am choosing to open my rook with tempo because if not, just I need so much moves there, probably 5 and bring the rook or bring the queen back somehow. Bring the rook because I would like even to double my pawns there. But you know, pawn to rook is, I believe, more important. That should be a little bit aggressive, and in endgame that can't be better for me. But when I try to trick him and take some figures from his middle game, that should be a great idea. Also, I would like to trade his bishop because knight back these bishops will attack in my position a lot, which I don't like. A queen check. King f1. I would like to not see his queen defend on f2 because I can't do that crazy checkmate with queen sacrifice. I can't even go g5, bishop back, bring the knight because that's defending. Actually, white square bishop can jump, have this diagonal. I would move. I will move my. Sorry, I will move my knights, and that should be open. So g2 should be under attack. And anyway, okay, probably disconnected. Kenan, I'm waiting for your challenge. Okay, messy cup. If you wait, I will finish with him and we'll play that. Okay. What is this? What is this, Kenan? You are taking the knight just. Where can he move the king? Probably h5. Yes, he did that. King f7, I will lose my queen immediately. Ah, he's trying to mate. That's the idea. King h7, king g4, king g6, king h3. It looks like downstairs, so... Okay, if I lose my queen, I will lose the knight, so let's see what is he thinking about this. Yes, that should be made. Okay, great made. I see Bear, where are you? Why did you do that? What should I do if I defend with my queen? You are gonna take the queen and then the knight. What should I play? You can even lose the queen but still play. I will lose the queen, you would take the queen, and if I take your rook, you would take the knight. That's why I thought that should be great if I let you mate me. Okay, 6 and then d5, right? In c5 there is not common answer, it is e5. Just I'm not sure why I played that. It looks like French defense, but he needed probably to bring the pawn on c3. To actually defend this a5 is a little bit big pawn. So I'm gonna bring very much attack here on it, or I can go knight a5. That's also attacking this pawn on e5. You can ask how, because okay, g4, he's overextended his position. Because he can defend with d4 somehow if you bring more pressure there. But I'm protecting this d4 with knight a5, and actually that's more great square, more centralized. Now you put the king in a bad spot, you can cover with the queen and put the king in whenever he was in the starting. Okay, we'll play normal game, but I see that if you are taking my queen and taking the rook, my knight was hanged. I thought you were gonna take that, that's why I didn't do anything. Okay, check. We'll take, I believe I can bring my king on that queen side. Okay, now let's not let him bring his knight in from f7. Take with the knight, yes, let's take with the knight and centralize. Actually, knight f4. But I believe rook d8 and knight f4 should be great. You know why? Because I will fork his queen and bishop if queen f1 should be only moved to defend all that. My knight will be defended on d3, so I mean I can jump there and take the bishop on b2 because that should be checked. Knight g5, his idea was knight f7, try to bring it back, but from f7 he can't go any square just. Here, queen, even f3 now can be possible. Okay, let's try that. His queen is under attack and that's more valuable than the rook on d1. So queen back, I can even check and then move my rook on d7. Yes, let's do this. I believe king e2 is the only move because if I take the bishop, that won't be with a check, and what I did. Why I missed the queen? Just in one move. I'm a little bit confused. Okay, very good, why not? But I'm not even up a point, just how is this equal position? But you know his knights are trapped, I'm gonna take that. This f7 is sank, if back, I will trap another knight with bishop g7. He can't get out from here, probably knight sacrifice can happen. Okay. He can scalar, what is that? Or whatever. That's it or scalar, I don't know, then you can win the rook if I take the knight. Yes, and you should be king at rook, I should be only king. I believe that should be like that. Anyway, next one I'm gonna play with you, Brilliant, or shall I say the normal game. Okay, I could even take the bishop, but you know I need to keep my pawns with each other. So d4 that shouldn't be so much powerful than on c5 that's actually blocking the bishop from this way. I'm going to be up a queen, right? Okay, is this mate unstoppable or not? Even king f1. Okay, played that. Even king e1, I would check from h1 and mate should come, at least he would lose the rook there. Okay, he played great, but why suck the queen? I will say red sacrifice there. But anyway, he could just jump his king on e2. Let's see that. I could even take the bishop, but my rook is under attack. What if rook d7 I played, or another check even? But I think that should be reputation. If I take if I take from d3, that should be winning. But because his king is I will say a little bit in the middle, he needed to protect it first and then bring another rooks. Okay, let's play a new one. When your opponent playing, for example, g5, g6, d6, and probably a6, that's, I don't know. I'm saying moves which very much players playing, I don't know why. You need to just bring all your pieces from the center. Just like this, and I would like to go bishop e3, but bishop e3, what if knight g4? He will try to take the bishop, but how bishops are really cool pieces in that endgame, so I'm trying to keep that. Okay, probably not now. He did right, he just let's pawn trade, and we traded that. He's gonna take this. If I take and play c3, I will c3 right away, just to block his bishop from my side. Bring the bishop and then rook d1, right? Or even another rook, because his rook on a1 is doing absolutely nothing. But somehow if I decide to open this and f4, f5, which should be great, actually I could play that before queen f3. Okay. He's bringing his pieces on that queen side, so he's trying to take there. Here. I don't know, I would like to bring the rooks. I can even sacrifice this pawn for some activity in his position. I can back. Yes, I waited you. Do you want to play next one? Just I'm not sure how can I make some advantage to attack on his king side. That's where I'm going to be a little bit slow, but my position is great. I'm going to double the rooks and have this d-file. And my bishops are doing great job in the center and actually in that queen side. So I'm gonna say rook d1 is coming. Bishop b3 will be very annoying move that's just will attack on my rook and force to go back, but his bishop can't do anything on that b3, It should be bad placed for it, because on a6 is defending actually this king side. For example, some attacks queen g4 and I don't know. And queen e3. I would like to take this pawn, or if it's not, just try to attack on it. I have a really great move there. Can you spot it? I'm gonna sacrifice the bishop and his bishop on e6 will be hanged. And actually he would have one isolated pawn on e7 and his position will be ruined because f7 isn't that much protected. If he takes, right? Okay, probably he saw that move, but I'm gonna sacrifice this anyway. Because b7 is hanged and his king side is going to be a little bit destroyed there. My white square bishop was doing a great job. Actually, that's Even can be mistake from me, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Rook d7 is a great move. We can even sack the bishop and play that. Wait, what if rook takes? If pawn takes, he will get mate there. Is there anyone? Yes, I will say no. Next one, I'm gonna play with you if you want. In stream, not much people. Not much from my active followers. Okay, I'm gonna take this g7. Remove bishop, for example, back. If he moves back, h7 will be very weak. I believe bishop f6. Okay, played that. I need to keep the rook on a 7th rank, that's why I'm going to h7, which is actually attacking on h6. I don't need that pawn actually. I can bring my queen on h5 or e4. Just, I'm spotting his weakness, which is g6, and if I check, that should be made. His pieces are on king side, but they are not defending the king, I'm gonna say. Okay, g7 is protected, but what should he do in there? Great move, I will say, because takes. He's forcing mid trades, which is actually a really cool idea. He's gonna lose a pawn there, but there is not much hanging and big squares for him. The rook is attacking, and yeah, we can get this trade. He should be up a bishop, but needs to be careful because some trades and takes you should get made. For example, take the bishop. I will take another one and queen g4. It should be really tricky. If I takes, now I can't. Let's sacrifice the rook. I believe takes on f4 will be great because if he takes my rook, bishop c7 and e3 doesn't matter. Why is nobody active? I don't know. Probably they have some works there. Okay, didn't take because I will take the queen like that. What's my idea? Okay, let's take this pawn and queen g5. I will force him to go back and, I believe he shouldn't have enough time to defend because actually his bishop was under attack. Is he gonna get mate here? Okay. Probably it will be time pressure, probably bad endgame skills, but he lost. But you see, he was created this time. I believe bishop b3 was not the best one there. And I sucked the bishop, and that should be brilliant. I'm having this 7th rank, and g5 is a move that he didn't need to play, needed to play rook d8 probably. Because how you see, my rook went on d7, and that was very good attack on his position. That was the difference. Okay, d5 is coming. I will take with opponent knight c6. Even g6 bring the bishop should be great because, knight f6, e5 he will kick that back. Which I don't like. That's why I'm wondering some bishop g7 idea. Bishop to d5 just. That's why I'm not, I don't like this move bishop c4 when opponent is playing Sicilian defense because there is more risk that you are trying to go d5 and that should be lose a tempo for him. That's the difference. I can kick the bishop. No, I don't need that. I can even try to trick him. Just c5 and bishop check, that should be actually only move. We'll go b5 and his bishop will be trapped. He can sacrifice the knight or the bishop with 2 pieces. But you know, down a piece in that middle game, that's crazy. Takes, I would like to go c4 right away to not lose the time, but that was undefended. Okay, probably he missed it. Kabir 702. I believe that's your Chess.com username, right? Okay, that was great plan, that's why I played a6 this time. Kabir 700 and... Okay. If you will wait, I will check after this game, okay? And even you can, before I will finish this, you can send me friend request and I will check your Chess.com account, okay? If you want, we can play. Okay, let's see what my opponent is going to play. Probably my queen side isn't that much strong, but wait, because that's a 2-pawn surrender. I'm gonna have this trade his down a piece. And even I'm forcing him to trade some pieces, which is really cool idea when you're up a piece. You are slowly going to endgame, but you know, if you push that queenside pawns, that should be problem. Our child, okay, bro. I will wait for you. I can't XP gain. Well, I forgot about that's XP, but after this stream, I will try to see what I'm gonna do to uh, let you gain XP. Let's castle rook e8 or knight f5, why not? Not because d5 should be hang. Not sure. Probably knight c5 and then knight a5. Actually, I'm trying to bring my knights forward there. It should be a really cool idea because, you know, even centralized only 4 should be great. This rook will be closed and yeah, some great idea. That's a pain and what should he play? If there were a figure he could take and take my queen, which should be just straight, but anyway, that's another crazy idea that you need to notice. Let's play again with you. Okay, Kenan will play. What if knight f5? My queen will be under attack, but actually his queen will be under attack too. Not sure if it sack the queen and take the queen. That's not work because no, I will take with a queen and that should be safe there. Friend request sent. Okay, bro. You are from Israel, right? Or India? Okay, but I accepted your challenge and we'll play after this if you want. Okay? You are playing 2 years, right? Okay, what's happened there? Why is this a little bit lagging? Okay, not bad. Thousand rating is... I'm gonna say much. Because I'm gonna say 80% people can't gain a 1000 rating. Okay, let's take with the knight there. Okay, takes and you know I'm gonna take the bishop. But if you don't want to some trades, which I think should be a right idea, you can bring the bishop. Like for example, g5 and try to escape. Probably you are living in Israel, right? Okay, no problem. 2 great countries, why not? I saw that in your Chess.com account. If there is not like that, you can change. Okay, let's get these trades. I'm up a figure, but this pawn star looks scary. And if we trade it, and if it's even not, I can bring the king in there. Okay, he's not taking just because he has now really great center there. His pawn on e3 was isolated, now it's not, now it's much stronger. Rook a8 or b8. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Okay, I don't need to waste moves and bring the rook somehow because, you know, that's anyway active. Even, I could even go d2, but I don't know where can I bring the rook here just to guard this pawn from queening. From here that can he can push and bring this forward, but I think if I get these pawns back, it should be more harder. And for example, if I bring my rook on b2 or a2, there's one or two squares and he can't push more. So I would have enough time to bring the king and, you know, that's should be winning or not. Even pawn push on that white squares and bishop d4 will be crazy good because, you know, he can't move forward on the dark squares somehow. It should be really hard. What do you part from making YouTube videos, bro? What do you part? Part? Uh, Sorry, I don't understand. What do you part? I can't understand what are you saying, please. Bishop d4 is coming. Just how I said, defend this white square from pushing pawns. And actually, if my bishop defends on that dark squares at the time. Oh, okay, he blundered or not. I can't sacrifice my rook on. We're on g2 even. Apart. Uh, okay, I don't know what that word means. Just. Let's sack the rook, and if he takes, his rook is hang. What do you do part of making YouTube videos? Okay, I'm doing how you see. I'm playing chess. Just I reached 2200 as rapid, and actually I'm an arm wrestler. And actually I'm doing some programming like Python and DAC. It's I think cool because that's all just improving your brain. A crazy move from him. Am I missing anything or not? An idea for a video for you make our game that we played right now as I did, but I resigned, don't do that move, Mike. Then make the moves you want after that. Okay, I can, but I don't gain much viewers or subscribers when I'm doing some videos, even short and, you know, some sort of long videos. So I believe we need to do live streams more. Okay, that's very hard to play actually. Just if I trade the pawn, that should be very high risk to draw. Even more grandmasters can't win and rook endgame. You blundered, but your opponent didn't see. You see that move, right? He could check and take the rook. You are saying that, right? They can win the rook, but they didn't. Yes, you're right. Why I moved my bishop back? I could pin this and somehow probably he won't gonna see that move. Okay, I think he will blunder. He blundered. But if I take the queen, that should be trade and that should be draw. King g4, I will check, I will take the queen. I would like to take that free queen, but that will be free. When we can play, bro. After some seconds, send me challenge. Okay, we finished this. Oh, child, send me challenge. Okay, let's play with him and then Kenan with you, right? Okay, shall I send you challenge? Okay, accept and let's play. I believe 3 plus 2 is okay for playing. I saw rook blunder after I made the move. Rook blunder. Where, in my game or you are speaking about your game? Yes, and actually I did rook blunder. I think you mean my game, my last game. Okay, e6 and d5 is coming. Okay, we have a really great center. Let's bring it. My game. Ah, yes. After I made the move. Yes, that's happening when you are seeing you are blundering after a 0.1 second, right? And that's happening really bad. Just I realized in my last game that was the same. I blundered a rook in one move. Just I think I can't do anything. That I think just I played that moves. That's only one moves I need to play and not blunder anything. But that was unstoppable because how when opponent has a queen in that endgame, that's actually really tricky because your king isn't safe enough. I am gonna say 95% endgames. So he's checking and take all your pieces. Jaden, if you want, we can play. We are about the same people. I like to plunder the rooks. By the way, I'm going to tournament in one month. I am saying this one. This for ones who mouse click. Who are new in this channel, please wish me luck. Okay, wish luck to Brilliantor, please. He's gonna join some tournaments, not like us. Okay, let's bring some activity. Now I am up a figure just in this position that was so tricky. See? I played a6 and I know when I'm class c4, a4 and b5. And very much players are blundering this. That's typical house and a little bit down uh, rating mistakes that they are doing. Okay, king g7 because I mouse clicked on f8. Okay, let's don't worry about that so much. And bishop g4, I'm gonna take this pawn on d4 and actually use that pin. What will you do if I win the tournament? Okay, I could take this pawn, but now these two pawns are hang. What do you want? What do you expect from me if you win the tournament? I am 135 XP, but I don't know what how your solo XP, but I will try to create it plus XP. Okay, here are saying that you has 160 XP. I will play you in the tournament. Okay, first, congratulations. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I took a pawn, but he can take my opponents. Is it worth or not? I'm not sure because he's down a figure. He don't need so much trades there. Yes, G7 will be protected. I would like to bring my king there, but anyway, I would like to keep the bishop on this diagonal. Probably some forks. If I do, I will be lose two pieces against the rook, which isn't worth. I'm gonna pin if he don't see. Don't know, that's his take or not. His knight is under attack, which is defending the rook, and if knight moves, the rook will be under attack. If I were red, probably a rook e1 or... Yes, because if I take, he will mate in one here. What if f5? That's why I said I don't need my bishop on g7. Very bad. f5. Yes, at the time I can take king f7, rook e7, and king f6 will be free because I will take the knight if he don't move. If he moves, how can I get out from these pet rooks? If bishop f6 and, okay, this b7 is hanging. I'm up a figure if I trade some pieces and have some activity, and trades here should be great. Hello, Kiki Gamer. How are you, bro? Thank you for that compliment. Bishop f6 to blunder this pawn on b7. No way. Sorry for that. Well, we can get this trade, just not blunder anything. He's not taking. It should be the right idea. He's trying to cross the queen side and work in center, or actually king side work even. Not g4 to take some advantage from here. Please follow Vatinian if you are wishing me luck for tournaments. I want him to become famous. Thank you, I believe we all want that. Maruk is cut from that. Okay, that should be the right time to just trade the rooks, and if it's not, to kick it back even, he can take and take a6, but I'm doing this because I'm up a figure here. So takes. I am playing pro. You're playing really good, just your rooks are crazy active. I don't know, probably if you take that should be the best move. Because a6 should be under attack, but that if I move the knight, you can get that seventh rank and make some trouble in my position. That's why I don't need to play so fast and so aggressive. You are 320 subscribers. Yes, my channel is growing so fast, yes? What are you thinking? Anyway, if I attack, can I trick him? I believe I can if he takes a6. Здравствуйте. Very Armenian. Hi, show of base. Why he blundered the rook in one move? Just I thought he would gonna take or even a6. He takes that knight a2 check, king h2. I will fork this. Is your channel growing so fast? Yes. I was trying to check and pin his knight with his king to take something on his king side, but no, very bad trouble happened there. So I made blunder again. That's probably why you are still 1,000 rating, because I mean you have really good chess understanding. Just one or two moves. I think that's the reason. A little bit you are playing not careful. If you improve that from your mistakes, you will get at least 500, 1500 for sure. Just see all the board before moving. I think that's the key to not plunder anything. Okay, before it's under attack and okay, rook d2, I need rook d8, I need to see he can't do anything from that move. Rook d8, king g7, right? Even his pawns is a little bit hanged, that's why double pawns are weakening. Weak spots in every position. Realize if that pawns were on c3 to defend all that. That should be great, right? But that's not. Vicky Gamers, how are you, bro? If you want to play, say me about that. Let's play. Okay, Kenan, next one with you. Just, I believe knight d7 isn't doing anything great, or... Okay, that should be great on c5. Just I'm forcing him back and an opponent trying to kick your pieces. Don't move your pieces that way, and because when opponent kicks your figures, just you're being down a tempo, and he's forcing you moves and bringing his another pieces activity. Okay, brilliant. Or why are you has 160 XP? Var Armenice herkes anlat. Var Faikçı. Love Dumansız. Okay, he's shaking. Can I bring my king closer? If he keeps checking, I will bring on this second rank probably. Even here, rook check, knight d3. Okay, he's not an annoying player, which I'm happy to see. They're very much annoying players who are just, and they're losing, keeping checking all the time, but he's not like that. Okay, knight back, I'm gonna take this pawn and his knight should be under attack. That's why I said that you don't need to bring his knight on b6. You know, these pawns are gonna lose and somehow he can't defend. Rook a1 should be only move, but I can sacrifice the knight and then take the knight on b6. You know, the pawn is guarding the knight, but the rook can't guard. Pronounce this song, Athenian, if it takes too long, don't read. If you want, I will write it right now. You can say the name first, I will see. Probably I know that. Okay, what my opponent is thinking. Is he trying to trick? What can he do? Probably knight d7 check kicks the king, but you know these two pawns are weakness in his position. He's down a rook, but just one move he blundered. Okay, a really cool move. If that before was protected, I would gonna have made there. Պերես կխաղանք։ Կարող ես սպասես, եթե ժամանակ ունես, եթե չէ, խնդիր չկա։ Մի հատ ուրիշ հետ խաղամ հետո քու հետ, հա, բլից։ Եթե վռազես, ասա, խնդիր չի։ Okay. He's hanging. And if I take a5 just... Okay. Knight was hang. That's time pressure or that's resigning sign, I don't know. Okay, we played even rapid, that's very cool. I didn't lose the rotate game, I mean. Kenan, where are you? I'm waiting for your challenge. Proof 3 blunders. Yes, but rook a5, why you played that? You wanted to gain your first blunder? Era like John Apres. Oh, that's 10 seconds. Okay, Chell, I believe you need to be careful before moving. You have really great chess understanding, and I'm gonna say that's enough, but you know you need to be careful in your all moves. Because your position was really cool, I mean, in the middle game, you were almost winning. I'm gonna say you had winning position there. But you know, just you blundered the rook. And I can't say you aren't understanding your mistakes or something like that. You're understanding, but you didn't play careful so much. Like, I'm gonna say enough. When you have some ideas, uh, you need to see all the board, just what is opponent trying to do, and try to prevent this. To do another your plans, which you choose there. What my opponent doing? There's just super bullet, but I don't know why is he doing this. Okay, let's play one more time and then chill. Be in my channel. I'm going to play one or two games and finish this, okay? And tomorrow, I will see after 22 hours, I'm gonna make a new stream. And for sure we'll play and I will explain more. Yes? Shall we play again? If Blitz game, I will be much happier. If not, it's okay. Okay, let's get these threats and castle, right? I haven't much time there, but I believe 2 or 2 games I will reach to play. Bishop check, and the idea is that the pawn on d4 is hang, and even now because that's pinned. Okay, not now, sorry, he's defending with 2 pieces. Anything. Anything, what? What do you mean? Okay, can I sacrifice anything? I will celebrate if I win tournament in stream. Yes, we will wait you respond what you did in your tournament, okay? Okay, let's get this straight if he wants that. Another figure was hang, right? He's playing so aggressive. He didn't even take the pawn, and I'm gonna say that should be the best move from him because, you know, he's down a pawn, but my pawn structure isn't that much good, and my bishop, he didn't help me to activate that, which is really nice idea when he's my opponent. I would like to go c4 and have this bishop on this really great diagonal. But then I will block my white square bishop there, which I don't like. Let's centralize our knight, and if it takes, should be more good for me. And actually, we have bishops against 2 knights, that should be great position for me. You can even take the knight, then the other knight with the pawn instead. take the knight. Ah, yes, probably he could. Well, now we have really great endgame, but I think that should be a little bit good for me because, you know, my pawns were damaged on there. I would have two double pawns and one isolated. Also, I have another double pawns, but I believe bishops are, how I said, really cool pieces than the knights because bishops are protecting very much squares. And if I bring my bishop on a3, just, I think with no problem I can push that pawns forward. Okay, I don't want some trades even if that will damage his pawn structure. c4, d5, d6. I have this passed pawn even. I believe I can push only that pawn. Okay, what is he doing? What? White knight g6. Just now he's not protecting this. How much is it needed? So I can even sacrifice two bishops there. Because if he takes d3, d7, he can take another one, but if he takes, he can defend this pawn from queening. Here, I don't know. Can I trick him? If he takes the bishop, I will go d7. And that should be check. His king can't go closer. Okay, he's doing right. Bishop f5 and then d7. Okay, not d7. What should I play? g3 f4 to kick the knight from d5, which is protecting d7 from winning. But what if somehow I can go d7? King d8? Not sure, and I can't go forward, right? Probably I needed to bring the bishop. Just let's be sure he can't take the pawn before my powers will go there. Okay, I'm going c5, because if I move my queen, I needed so much moves there. I think before that I need to bring my pawn on c5, which is protecting, and that's a nice idea. Let's see, can I reach to defend d6 or not? Okay, that's hang, but if I take g6, my bishop will be almost trapped there, and even if he plays a little bit careful, probably he can take that, you know, king forward. That's under attack. Should I play? If he takes, I will take g7. Okay, let's, when I can defend, let's just attack there. d6 is also hang. Why is he hanging? His pawn swipe on one. He can't go closer, otherwise I will blunder one of the bishops. We have almost exact same position, you see? There is no increment. I thought there is. Did I trick him? Okay, 0.1, 0.00. I did primo, but you know I couldn't play that. If I take that pawn on b5, that should be draw. Chayla, I'm waiting for your challenge. Okay, just one pawn can change anything, everything there. Chayla, where are you? Okay, Kenan. Send me challenge one more time, we will play. I think he's not on chess.com, how chess.com saying. There is no challenges, right? Okay, we can end this stream and I will see you in my next stream. Kenan, if you want to play, send me challenge. We'll play after this stream too. Okay, stay in my channel who is new and we'll play tomorrow and in same time. Goodbye everyone, have a great day.